Hey, what's happening everybody? Chris here from Test and Speed Shop. Haven't done a video in a while because, well, I got my shot and I had the flu and then Christmas, so I'm kind of all done with that now. This is New Year's weekend, so moved the cars around again because I'm going to pull the intake off the Firebird, because when I put this intake on, I thought it would be a good idea to block the heat crossover. Well, it don't do so good in the cold, and this thing just does not want to, it just doesn't want to run. So I thought I'd experiment with it when I put the intake on, but it's just not working. It takes so long for it to warm up and actually start to run decent. It's terrible. So, and I do drive the cars in the cold. I don't really ever park them and put them away. If it's like now, we have salt on the roads. If it's supposed to rain for tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain, I guess, next week sometime. And as long as it'll wash all that crap off the roads, I'll drive them around. So I like it to be able to run in the cold. And I don't think I'll have any problems in the summer. I had a cast intake on this thing and I never had any issues with it, oil and fuel or anything like that. And so I don't think I'll have any trouble. I'm just going to take it off because it just doesn't, you just can't get the damn thing to run. It just doesn't want to work until it gets some heat into the runners, and it takes a while for that to happen. It'll sit and load up and carry on and spitting raw fuel out. I'm just not, that's no good for the engine. So I'm going to go ahead and drain the antifreeze down and pull the intake off and get it ready to pull. So we got some decent weather this week, so go ahead and take advantage of it while I can. So hopefully after we get this done, I'll probably flip the car back around, and I think we're going to start working on that quarter panel, start getting that done. And there's other things that I want to do too. So I got some stuff I want to try and get done this winter if possible. So my neck and my arm and stuff seems to be doing better. I got a shot in it. So I'm going to get a second one because my arm still kind of falls asleep. I guess because the nerves are still kind of, you know, getting pinched. So hopefully after the second shot I'll be good to go. But I'm doing pretty good now. I'm not having any problems. So, but got antifreeze draining. So let me get the antifreeze drain down and start unbolting stuff, and I'll bring you back. Alright, well, the intake's off, and these are the culprits that we put in to block off the heat riser, and those will not be going back because it just was not happy with what was going on, that's for sure. How about it?
No, didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like that much cold.
Not at all. And I don't want to push the issue because I'm just afraid it just, you know, diluting the oil and running the freaking rings out of the damn thing, because it just can't get, it's not atomizing the fuel enough. So
you can tell in the ports of the valve, you can tell it's running rich.
yeah. Well, and I even pulled the plugs on it, and I could tell the plugs are a little black too from it. Because even over the summer, it was kind of crappy to get running, but it wasn't quite as bad. Now it's just horrible. It just won't. It just doesn't want to cooperate at all. So we'll just put it back to having a crossover and be done with it. Because I don't think it's going to make that much difference in the summer about it. I think it'll be all right. We never, I mean, even with the cast intake, we never had any issues.
No. And this being a air gap.
Yeah, it'll keep it cool.
It keeps it cool.
Because it's funny, when we ran the cast intake, we were out one time over the summer, and we still had the cast one. Remember, we come back and it sat for 15 minutes, and we got out and we touched the carburetor, and it was just warm. The intake was hot, but the car, for some reason, the car
underneath the bowl.
Yeah, we had an aluminum spacer. We had that aluminum adapter on there for the Holly to the Quadrojet. So I can't imagine we're going to have much issue with that. But I'd rather have it run decent in the cool weather than an atomized good. And it's a hog. I mean, the gas mileage is horrible. I drove from here over to Marty's house, and I swore it must have used 1/8 of a tank of gas to get over there. I literally watched the gas gauge drop because
It wasn't atomized.
well, no, because it was just puking, just raw fueling.
Raw fuel going.
So yeah, no good.
Too much.
Yeah.
Atomized.
It's not a race car, so.
It probably never even got hot.
Oh no! Well, look how long it idled out here that night. Crazy.
Yeah.
We had it out here for 45 minutes running in this kind of weather.
And the intake never got.
And yeah, the intake, the runners just got warm. You could touch them. I mean,
You could lay your hand right on
it just wasn't atomizing anything. So, and like I said, I don't want to push the issue with this thing. This car sat for 32 years, and for some reason it just runs really, really well. And I don't know what was done to it in that time until I got it. It ran, but it doesn't use any oil, doesn't smoke. And to me, there's no reason to go dumping all kinds of gas and playing with fire on it. So, no. So, all right. We're going to do some other stuff here. Probably get ready to put this thing back on, and we'll bring you back. So we got the gaskets here. We just sprayed them down with some high tack, letting them set up a little bit. Crazy thing with these gaskets is that you need to trim them. Now this isn't like the correct piece, but you'll get the general idea. It goes this way maybe. No, goodness. It went this way. Really, either way, you trim off this area here so that you can get it around your heater, your heater hose over there in the corner. I usually just do both. That way they're both done. So all you want it to do is just do it to that cover there so that it covers up that one little spot on the head, and the intake covers that. But this is a Felpro 1233 gasket kit, and seems to work really well, except for having to just trim it on each side, because when you get these gaskets, it has a hole on each side for your antifreeze ports. So you just trim one off, and then you don't have to worry about it. So we're just going to wait to set them things up, and then we'll set them on here and set the intake on and have at it. And we'll bring you back. Well, it's all back together, running. Big time difference in how this is all working. Before it would just sit here and chug and load up and carry on because the damn carburetor wasn't getting any heat to it. Idle's so much nicer. Yeah, it sounds a whole lot better. Probably got to readjust the carburetor because I adjusted it when I had that other damn intake, but when I had the crossover closed up. So I'll probably have to readjust that a little bit, but I can't really run it around right now because there's salt, cinders, and shit all over the road. So I'll have to wait for it to. Clear up a little bit. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so maybe Saturday or Monday I can get it out, take it for a spin, and we'll see how it works out. But I'm kind of impressed. It sounds pretty damn good. So now we got heat going to the crossover, atomizing some fuel. So I don't think I'll have any problems with it in the summertime with it boiling fuel or anything. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I didn't have problems with the cast intakes, and I can't imagine I'm going to have problems with this one. And this is aluminum, so it's going to dissipate the heat a little bit better. But, yeah, it sounds good. I'm happy. Much better, starts a lot nicer, warms up good. So, alright, that's going to be it for this one. See you on the next one. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just wanted to throw this little ad in at the end of this video. John Wilburn had his live stream the night that I finished this up, and he did the announcements for the no names. So yeah, I'm going to be going. I want to get my 500 subscribers so I can bring the car. I want to bring probably going to bring the Firebird. As long as it doesn't self-destruct between now and September, we should be good to go. Mechanically wise, there's really not much of anything to do to it, just little goofy stuff. A couple things I want to get done on it, but you'll see that in future videos. So, but just wanted to throw that out there that I'm going to be coming. Don't know if I'm going to race the car or not. I haven't really decided yet. I got to drive the 850 miles there and 850 miles home. So, and this is a 4-speed. And if I get up on the line, I can't imagine I'm going to be very gentle with it. So, I don't know. I may not push the issue. So, but if for some reason this doesn't go, I'll end up bringing the Chevelle with me. So, one of the cars will be there. Hoping it's going to be the Firebird. So, because 2 weeks after the no names is cruising the coast down to Gulfport, and I'm going to be driving about 1,000 miles one way down to that, and I'll be taking the Chevelle for that. So, but just wanted to throw this in here. Everything went well with the car. We drove it yesterday. It rained and kind of washed all the crap off the road, so we were able to get it out and take it for a drive, and it runs so much better without having that crossover hooked up now that it's getting some heat under the carb. So the plugs were real black in it when I had the crossover closed up on it, and I'm guessing it may have been just running way too cool. I don't know. But we pulled the plugs last night after we took it for a little run. We ran it down the highway a couple times and jumped on it a little bit just to clean it out. And the plugs look like they're back to being around perfect. So I don't know if that was the issue or not, but it seems to run really good with it. Runs a lot better. So, all right. So that's all I got to say. Just going to tag this on to the end of the video. Plan on going to the no names. See ya.